Hello, I'm going to show you how to perform a calculation between two separate workbooks in such a way that it will put a link in place, and what that means is if information changes in one, it will update the other. Now this is really easy to do provided you have put the files on the screen at the same time. If you don't know how to do that, I would suggest you look at the video talking about displaying multiple files on the screen at the same time. Now, the link, putting it in place is easy. Beyond displaying the files on the screen at the same time, there is a bit of management involved in this to make sure they're kept in check, and I will cover that in a separate video. But if you watch here, how we create the link, we click into the cell that we want to create the link for. So in this case, I am going to get the quantity sold for Cassia in this file, and I'm going to multiply it by the price per kg for Cassia in the other file. So all I do, click on the cell where I would like the answer to be, equals on the keyboard. I then click onto this cell here, because that's the first part of the calculation. Now I'm going to press Shift and 8 for multiply. And then if I go across over to the other file, I click once on the actual file and then once again on the cell. Now, way more information appears than would normally when you are doing a calculation, because can you see in this instance it says link workbook 2, product details, and then C5 with dollars in. Now the reason why the formula is much bigger than normal is because when you are linking, you are grabbing information from a separate place, and because that information is somewhere else, effectively further away, it needs more address information. So link workbook 2 refers to the name of the file that you clicked onto. Product details, can you see that's referring to the name of the tab? And then C5, that's the cell I've clicked onto. Now the reason why it puts the dollar symbol in is because when you go and try and grab information from another file, Excel assumes that you're going to want to fix it. Now if I left this as $C$5, when I pull this formula down eventually, it will only ever multiply by that one figure. So what I do to remove the dollar symbol is I press F4 on the keyboard. It's a nice quick shortcut way of, can you see it cycles through the different placements of the dollar symbol? Well anyway, I click that on the keyboard until the dollars are removed. Now I can manually do that, but the F4 key is just quicker. Following that, enter on the keyboard. Can you see there's the answer? If I then drag that down and then let go, that has now created a link between the two files, and if I change any price per kg, you'll notice, can you see the value sold in the file on the left changes too. So that is how to put a link in place between two files so that calculations can update based on information in a separate file within Excel.